Hi, I'm the Great Stony Baloney, and my creative process usually looks a lot like... which is fine, it gets me where I need to go. I haven't had an issue with it so far. But I've been feeling a little bit burnt out recently, having a little bit of writer's block, and I wanted to find out for myself, does weed help your creativity? And I was going to do that by asking people who make money off of their creativity, local artists at an art fair. I wanted to find out if weed helped with creativity without asking the artist if they smoked weed. Before we go any further, please give this video a like and maybe subscribe. I took a lot of effort to do this. Interviewing people is hard. I have anxiety. It was terrifying. I got physically ill. Please subscribe and like, so this isn't for nothing. And now, art. I've done my research and I looked up a thing called confirmation bias, and I wanted to make sure that I got it right. It has confirmation in the title, it has to be good. Luckily, this local art festival was being sponsored by a couple dispensaries around town. I thought, who better to know what a stoner looks like than people who talk weed all day. I went to the vendors to ask what a stoner would look like and to see if they had any advice on how to ask them if they smoke weed. Covertly, of course.
Okay, I'm here with, what's your name?
Femi.
Bijou Fatal.
Percy.
Percy. So, Percy, do you smoke weed?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
Consistently.
Consistently. Whoa, that's sick. Do you think weed makes you more creative?
Definitely.
Definitely? Do you think that weed boosts your creativity?
Absolutely. Anytime like I am about to sit and like I DM for D&D, so I'll light up a joint, and then that helps get the juices going for an actual session.
I am an artist, so I not only perform, but I paint, I draw, I do all of that. I have found a collection of strains that I actually keep a list of in my phone, that if I find them, I will buy them as much as I can because they help me. They help fuel my creativity. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, I do the same thing. I keep track of all the strains that I like. All right, so what does a stoner look like? So if you were to see somebody walking out here, you point to them and it's like, that person smokes weed.
That is such a difficult question because you really can't judge anybody by their covers anymore. But
Right.
I feel like anybody who just looks a little cooler than the average person. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie.
okay, we already got a good start.
All shapes and sizes.
All shapes and stuff. What specific, like if you were to go into a crowd right now and you saw one guy, and what is he wearing that you're like, yeah, he smokes?
Grassroots hat,
Okay.
sunglasses, maybe long hair, short hair, doesn't matter, but a little disheveled hair a little bit.
Yeah.
Red eyes,
Okay.
you know, maybe high left lip because we got cotton mouth.
If I was gonna point one out, usually I would definitely go for like a younger crowd, because like older crowd, it's definitely a lot more covert.
Right.
But like usually people that have like an actual distinct style of like dress, a lot of streetwear, 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
they will smoke to some degree.
What does that streetwear look like? Is there any like specific branding or like, I don't know, like pictures on there that might give it dead giveaway?
Obviously, yeah, if you're seeing them repping some merch from like a dispensary or from a specific brand, then of course, absolutely. I mean, I will say I gravitate towards people who are wearing something a little more colorful.
Definitely Palines, anything Supreme usually has like some indication, or like definitely the Backwoods brand has their own like.
How do you approach someone that you don't know smokes weed, but you want to smoke weed with?
I would probably like, do you partake?
Is there like a nonchalant way you can ask it?
One of these?
You can go just kind of like that? Okay.
I mean, I guess I usually kind of just go with the classic of do you smoke? And you can kind of tell if somebody asks, if they say no, then there's no, but if they say what, then you can usually tell that they smoke weed.
I'm pretty bold about it, having worked in cannabis, so I kind of just like ask like, hey,
I'm asking the wrong people
or like,
about
hey,
this.
do you smoke? Or like, a pretty good one is, do you partake?
Okay, all right,
And then
I like that
if
one.
they don't, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's like beer, like,
Is there anything more covert than that? Anything that I could that could just say, you could say in a casual conversation?
or just like asking how they feel about it. Like, hey, have you heard like this new thing? Like,
Okay.
How do you feel about that? And just be like a casual curiosity kind of thing.
Okay, I got you.
Now that I have this information, it's time to go undercover. Not like an undercover cop. Everybody thought I was a cop. I'm not a cop. Do I look... Is this a bad idea? Should I not try to get people to admit on camera that they smoke weed? I gotta go buy that costume. And thus my search began to find the perfect stoner outfit.
Should I just go with just have bright colors, right?
How do I look? I look good. I look like I just found out who Snoop Dogg was. I look like I tried CBD once and it changed my life. I look like I would smell like I owned a cat, but I don't have a cat. I look like the manager at Del Taco's boyfriend. You see me walk into the gas station, you just know that's a $50 order. I look like I'd be walking on an overpass. I definitely look like I smoke weed. So, mission accomplished. What do you guys think? Did we nail it? Everybody probably has somebody that looks exactly like this that they know. Tag your friend who looks like this. Let's just go ask some. Let's go.
All right, I'm here with
Jennifer Kudu-lah.
Jesse, my artist name is Jackson, last name Coonerth.
Hi, I'm here with
Maleeha.
You got some really cool art around here. Where do you mainly get your creativity from? Where does it come from?
Man, it's hard to say where it came from. I've been creative like my whole life, but I create art just by what inspires me.
Where do you draw most of your creativity from? Where do you how do you see these little guys?
Dude, people.
People?
Yes, all the characters are based on people. Like,
That's
so
sick.
They're not. It's like a weird, like little, like a brow or a furrow or a nose or a mouth or like a snaggly tooth or something. You know, like there's always like something interesting about people in general.
What is like your main inspiration? Where do you draw your creativity from?
Ooh, I'm super inspired by industrial landscapes. I grew up in Dearborn, Michigan, and there are a lot of like steel plants and that kind of thing around. And I grew up Muslim, and so learning about the Islamic Golden Age in post 9/11 America was like a huge source of like hope and inspiration for me. And so like there's a lot of Islamic art in my work, and I use brass, which is like symbolic of all of the instruments of navigation that were used in the Islamic Golden Age. So those
I've been noticing the evil eyes and stuff.
Yeah, that too. I really like really talisman-esque stuff that you can like kind of imbue your power in and use as a source of inspiration in your own life.
Is there a certain like ritual or like a process that it really gets you into the creative spirit?
Yeah, so the main thing is people watching, one, and two, when something happens, it is drawn, it is sketched immediately, and then there's a rule, the characters are named almost immediately. If the characters aren't named, then they don't really exist. It's sort of like
They don't got their
right, they don't have this,
spunk.
Yes, exactly, yes, that's it.
You have like a certain routine that you go through to kind of like get your creative juices flowing, or a process to start the art?
You know, it's kind of like a lifestyle, I guess. So I just make sure that I'm taking the time to take care of my body and my mind. So I try to do lots of yoga, make sure I go for walks and meditate. And when those flashes of inspiration come, because I can't predict when they'll come, I just try to write them down. And then when I'm actually going to go into the studio and work, I start by like cleaning up and organizing things, and then usually I'll find like little odds and ends, bits that I cut off from pieces that I was working on before, and they'll end up in a pile, and I'll just start moving them around, and suddenly they become something.
Yeah, just having like a big pile of trash just in front of you. No, I do to like get you into like a good state of mind.
Definitely playing records, like for sure. Like I'm always listening to music when I create art, and that's probably the main thing, you know.
Okay.
In my studio, basement studio in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. With people watching, is there anything to improve, to help you improve on that? Anything that might help you out, like maybe some food or like a coffee?
No,
nothing.
It has to be just pure. Gotcha.
So
Right there in the moment.
So you don't happen to partake?
No, not when I'm working. Not when I'm working.
Man, I used to.
You don't
but not
partake.
now.
Okay. All right. So you don't smoke
No.
smoke weed.
No.
Is
Like a
there's
long.
not a
No, there's literally so much inspiration. Yeah, I know, guys. I know, I know, right?
so much
So much
inspiration.
inspiration that it doesn't require that. They literally, like, people like scream at me all the time, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, okay, all right, I'll draw on you. Don't worry.
All right. I just thought because it was really colorful and
Yeah, but there's a lot of color in the world too.
yeah. So you don't need weed to be creative.
No, but I do enjoy it.
You were saying that you take care of your body and your mind. Is there anything in particular that you take to help you get in the right headspace, the right mindset?
Yeah, just depending on like how I'm feeling emotionally and psychologically. A lot of times I'll smoke some weed before I go in the studio.
We got one.
Once in a while I'll take some mushrooms. That's pretty much it.
Oh shit! All right, that was way more than I bargained for. This was perfect. You actually did it exactly what we wanted. That's it.
So, what did we learn? That not a lot of artists smoke weed, apparently. While talking with people on camera as well as off camera, the sentiment kind of remained that there is a very fine line between work and play. While there are a lot of medical benefits both physically and mentally for weed, you can't deny that weed makes you a little bit lethargic. And for someone who is making money off of their creativity, they need that kind of motivation. While yes, weed does help you construct these very grand ideas, there still needs to be a way of organizing and cultivating those ideas after they're hatched. You just turn into the guy on the couch that talks about how everything could be better without ever getting off the couch. I see weed as more of like a brush for an artist. To make a painting, you just don't need a brush. You need a canvas, you need paint, as well as other brushes too. One brush doesn't always convey the same emotion or ability as another one does. And also, creativity shouldn't get to a point where it needs to be overexerted. You shouldn't run yourself into the ground and need weed to help you bring you back up. Creativity has always been meant for something fun, recreational for most of us, and so is weed. It should be enjoyed. Just maybe not at the same time. And no hate to people who do. I am one of those people who do. There's different strokes for different folks. I think what I've learned is that everybody approaches the creative process differently. I also bought something from all of the artists that I interviewed. These guys are great people, so I highly suggest checking them out. All of their socials are linked down below in the description. If you stayed around this long, please give this video a like. You watched the entire thing. Let me know if weed helps your creative process or what your creative process is. Is there anything we missed? Is there a better way of covertly trying to see if somebody smokes weed? Was I missing anything in the outfit? Let us know down in the comments section, and please subscribe. I have so much anxiety, and talking to those people was a challenge. It was. And if nothing else, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching the entire video, and just say wow, that was very brave of you, Stony, for going up to those people and probably annoying them at their jobs. But good job. I'm very proud. Thanks, Stony. Thanks. I watched the entire video. Thanks. Bye.